They got off to a slow start yesterday against Sacramento. That's what Greg Popovich said forced the L for them as they were trailing by as many as 10. Meanwhile, a locomotive down the lane and down the hatch for Ivica Zubac. That there are no stoppages, but we really hope everybody stays safe. I think we all knew that there'd be a bit of a spike behind the back pass to Ivica Zubac. Oh my! Put that in the highlight reel immediately, if not sooner. He was in all the great ways hyper-aggressive against Oklahoma City, taking 18 shots and making 7 threes. Batum beats the buzzer and knocks down the triple.
Just really getting a good sense and feel what it means to be a pro. Right there, Zoo. Even though he hesitated on the smaller Murray, still able.
Everyone fired up for that. They broke ground back in September. Rockies pass from PG and a better finish from Zoo.
It was excellent at just a little pick and roll. And then Poeltl, for some reason, gets caught trying to stay with Paul George right here. And Luke Kennard helps out just enough. That Poeltl can't. I mean, from the parity perspective, you don't know going into the last week of the season. Beautiful pass from Kennard to Zoo inside, kind of like we had last year. Not a body to be found on the offensive McDermott.
Winslow working well without the ball, lays it in. 24 points, 13 assists, and 12 rebounds. Man slaloms down the lane, clever pass to Winslow on the wing for 3. It is good. San Antonio.
Think about this play, Terrence Mann still sharing the rock.
One more to Halliburton, lost the handle, and it comes back to Terrence Mann. Over to Zubac running the floor, and the Clippers get an easy one in transition on the board first. Kings basketball.
This is just a wide open lane right down.
Batum out top. Man on the lob, and somebody hit the snooze button. They get an easy one. Lead is down to 3 as we approach a minute to go here in the first 12 minutes. Bledsoe probing inside. Man on a nice cut. Got the reverse.
They throw bodies at you and they hustle.
Zubac gives it to Paul George. Nice give and go for the slam. Good two-man basketball by Ivica Zubac. Part of their 15-point lead right now. Paul George working off the Zubac screen. Finds Big Zoo inside and finishes with 2 hands up top. Nice pocket pass to Jones. Barnes, a little catch and shoot 3, no good. And 1 and done at the offensive end. Johnson to Johnson. It's not a vaccine, that's a bucket. Johnson underneath. Boston with a big-time finish.
Tyrese Halliburton right there. See how he snuck into the gap right there when Tyrese turned.
Ibaka. Bledsoe off the Ibaka screen. A little two-man game. And I'll tell you what, Ty Lue can draw him up.
You see it's just an execution right there in the pick and roll action.
George backing downhill. Ibaka slams it home on the baseline. Double teamed. The lob up top for Ibaka, and he slams it home.
This has been an education for him in the last 4 games, and I feel like he's handled it really well.
The development and improvement of him continues to be one of the great stories.
Jokic the splitter or even tightrope the baseline to get open.
And they go right to Zoo once again, and he lays it in. Ivica Zubac with both buckets for the Clippers.
Able to get right into the purview of Jokic, who just made a simple pass right out. Clippers able to drain in that open 3.
Nice pass from Man to Batum, and he lays it in 11 to it. 3.5 to play. 2-man game was Serge, but Man calls his own number, then swings it to a wide open Boston for 3. Holds the finish. Splash.
You come out of the timeout, and then this pass from Terrence Mann, even though he was falling back, and great job by Brandon Boston Jr. to get into the sight line.
Bledsoe. Nice feed into Boston. Better feed to Zoo, and a great finish. Ivica Zubac now with 11 points for the Clippers.
Well, we go back to Boston again, recognizing that your man has turned his back.
Clippers with time. Lob to Zoo. What a pass. What a finish.
2 feet in the paint. Jokic came up off the baseline, threw it up perfectly for Zoo.